Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm sorry, if I could just get past. Excuse me. Sorry. Beautiful morning for a football match, eh? Yep, not from around here. Just, fancied a trip to Newcastle, taking the sights, and a match. I suppose you're right on that account. Not really many sights to be seen, but I looked around anyhow. I have a message for you from, Margaret. Asked me to bring you to concessions near the gate. I got so tired fighting my way up to her seat, I nearly forgot. Shall we? Okay, so, full truth time? Margaret sent me, but I already was looking for you. I can't explain much, I just have to tell you that we have to get out of here now. Your life, and Margaret's for that matter, depend on us leaving now. I'm gonna keep walking, and I hope you'll follow. You're right, you do deserve a proper explanation, and I promise you that I will give you as much information as I can without putting you further in harm's way. But we simply haven't the time at present. So if you want to still exist by sundown today, you have to come with me right now. I'm not entirely sure why this is affecting you in particular. She's been after me for a very long time. I noticed a spike on the timeline, and sure enough, it was you. I can actually... Well, wait. I've never shown anyone the timeline before, now that I think of it. To be honest, I've never let anyone on board who isn't a fellow traveler. But I suppose unprecedented times such as these call for a shifting of the norm. But only for a moment. I don't want to go and create a new disaster web I'll have to sort out because you see something you shouldn't. It's a bit mad when you think about it. Oh, sorry. Not used to having anyone with me. I'm afraid I do that quite a lot. Talking to myself out loud, mid-thought. Something for you to get used to, I'm afraid. Right. I was listening to the spectators, and it occurred to me how long-standing the tradition is of gathering. Whether in a modern stadium or all the way back to the days of the Colosseum, humans gather together and pick a side to root for. Baseball, football, the proper football, not the other kind. All the way back to the days of gladiators and the originating of the Olympic Games. Humans love to have a side to cheer on. Seems to me even wars were sport in a sort of sad way. Here we are. Oh, damn it. Shoo, go. Why must you always congregate on my ship? Doesn't matter what I disguise it as, the crows always find it. Go. Please, just go. Now I'll have to clean it all over again, and I just got it cleaned after my trip to Egypt. I hate birds. What? No. Don't defend the winged demons to me until you've had to stop at a random spot on the timeline without any sort of clearance or preparation because birds decided to make a nest in part of the propellant system and chewed through several important wires to add them to their little death nest. If I want to say fuck the birds who obviously work for the bourgeoisie, then I'll say fuck those surveillance birds of death. Well, don't just stand there mouth agape. Get in. I'm sure I will give you a proper tour later if time allows. Just for now, just keep up, all right? Stay with me. Shit. We have less time than I thought. How is she doing this? Oh, here we are. Take a seat on the left and I'll get us out of here. Seatbelt. Now. Quickly. Is that? No. No, it can't be. That's ludicrous. Why would she be coming here? Unless... Give me your arm. It won't hurt you. I just need... Would you stop fighting me? What does fear of needles have to do with... Oh, no. Oh, God. No. No needles, see? I'm sorry, friend. It only looks like an EpiPen? Yes. There are no needles. I merely need to make contact with your ulnar artery on the surface. May I see your wrist, please? We have to do this quickly. I know that you're afraid and honestly have no reason to trust me. I understand, but I'm all that stands between you and a force you cannot fight off. Not even I can fight her off. Oh, I've got it. Here, watch me. I just take the tri-link, place it over the ulnar artery, like so, and then I give the sample to Bridget to analyze. Bridget is the AI, the heart, when it really comes down to it, of the ship. She's always analyzing the timeline for any issues big enough to require our intervention. She's the one who found you, actually. But we don't have time for introductions, and my long-windedness is going to get you scrubbed from existence. Wrist, please. Thank you. We'll leave the analysis up to Bridge. Time for us to make our grand exit. You may want to hold on to something. Oh, no, the seatbelt and harness will cover you. Mostly. But it's your first leap. Just trust me and hang on, okay? Far too many questions. I'm a curious one. Oh, do try to keep your eyes open as best you can. The view is sure to be spectacular once we reach the large Sagittarius star cloud portion of the Milky Way. It's my favorite place to go, I think. You'll be the first person I've ever shared it with. I wouldn't take you, except I really need to be able to focus and figure out what it could be she wants with you. Ah, yes, the ominous she I keep referring to. Well, you see, I'm not the only traveler. Far from it, actually. But there are some of us who have forgotten our place in the big scheme of things. Some who become too focused on taking rather than giving, and being the timekeepers we were created to be. Crimson, or the Shadow Maker, as she's better known in our circles, is one of those who have forgotten our purpose. I realized some time ago that she was working to alter the timeline. Still not sure what her end goals are, but I know that it's up to me to slow her down until she slips up and finally reveals herself. For now, that means taking you from your timeline to go back and fix a portion of one of your past lives that the Shadow Maker altered. I did say past lives, as in plural. I won't reveal too much, as your guides will show you what you're ready for when you're ready, but yes, you have lived many lives along the timeline. When we reach the Sagittarius star cloud, and I'm certain the Shadowmaker hasn't followed us, we can see what Bridge has to say about you and where we're headed next. For now, just sit back, relax, and try to get a little rest if you can. Once we find our coordinates on the timeline, there won't be any time to stop or slow down. We will have a set time window to get ourselves back on planet, fix what was altered without interacting with your past life, and then back here to the Sagittarius cloud to check the timeline again. We have to be sure our fixing the spike doesn't activate any others. A timekeeper's work is truly never done.